Okay, next one. Does the Bible or history comment on the life of Lazarus after his resurrection?
I don't know of any. Well, the Bible is history. Let me point that out first. I don't know of any extra biblical history about Lazarus, and that's early enough that if there is anything like that, it's probably just a lot of times the Gnostics would get into that kind of stuff and just make up stories, and so you have to be careful about that. In the Bible, this is what happens. John chapter 11 is when Jesus raised Lazarus from the dead. And when you get to John chapter 12, very next chapter, it says in verse 9, "Now a great many of the Jews knew that he was there," talking about Jesus, "and they came not for Jesus' sake only, but that they might also see Lazarus, whom he had raised from the dead. But the chief priests plotted to put Lazarus to death also, because on account of him, many of the Jews went away and believed in Jesus." It mentions Lazarus again down in verse 17. "Therefore the people who were with him when he called Lazarus out of his tomb and raised him from the dead bore witness." Talking about them glorifying Jesus. In any case, after Lazarus is raised from the dead, that event caused many people to follow the Lord, and it caused the chief priests to want to kill the guy. So you have a literal raising from the dead, and in response to the most radical miracle that you could come up with, they decide that they just want to off the guy. So it's craziness. But that's all I know of the history of Lazarus, and it's again all in John.